Today I want to share with you about the Vancouver Innovation Centre, an upcoming development that's forever going to change Vancouver. Hey, welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington YouTube channel. I'm your host, Hannah Dubyne, and I'm excited that you're here today because I'm talking about one of my favorite upcoming developments in the city, in my part of town, East Vancouver. I am honestly very excited for this development, so I'm sharing this with you guys hopefully as good news. This is something that's coming on the horizon, so it's not going to pop up next year, but it's starting to get in the works, and I want you to be updated on it. So first of all, let me pop up a map here and show you guys where the Vancouver Innovation Centre area is located. It's off of 34th Street in East Vancouver. It's in Fisher's Landing area, really, and right now it is kind of odd looking from the street if you drive by it. It's like gate guarded, but the gates are always open and there's never a guard guarding the gate, and there's lots of big bulky buildings in the middle, and there's always cars in the parking lot, but it's never full. And then there's a huge field in the back, and there's cows grazing the land, and there's trees, and it's very nice and open, and people always comment on that. Oh, it's so nice and open, I like looking at it, and look at those cute cows. But it's not going to stay that way forever because it's getting developed. It is currently 179 acres, and it was owned by Hewlett-Packard for many years. Now it is under new ownership. It's under ownership of the developers who are going to change it to be what it will become, and I'm excited for it. So let's talk about the details. So the vision for the Vancouver Innovation Centre, also known as the VIC, we'll see if people actually use that term, is that it's a 20-minute community, they're calling it. They want it to be something where you can walk from one end to the other in just 20 minutes, which is pretty cool. There's not really anywhere in Vancouver currently that you could do that, except for maybe downtown Vancouver. But downtown Vancouver is, like any downtown. This is gonna be different than a downtown though. So they're gonna do everything in here from residential homes, single family, townhomes, condos, apartments, light industrial, retail space, restaurants, walking trails, parks, a school. That is all going to be included in this development, and so it's going to bring a whole new breath of fresh air to the East Vancouver area, because currently as it stands, the residential areas are very much away from 164th and Mill Plain, where all of the retail and stores are. Another few things they're going to be doing in this development that I'm super excited for are, first of all, they're going to be doing, they're calling it the VIC Loop. It's going to be all the way around the development. They're going to do a walking path. So a lot of people move here, and one of their main reasons for moving here is because they want to be more involved in the outdoors. They want to hike, they want to go on trails, they want to enjoy nature. I can tell you, if they do this, and I hope they do, it is going to be very heavily used, and it's going to be a great addition to the community. So hopefully they do that. They say that if they do that, the trail is going to be 2.1 miles long. They're also planning on adding lots of seating in this area throughout the development, so benches and outdoor seating that somehow can't be, lifted up and taken away. I'm looking forward to that. I've definitely been in public spaces before where there's not anywhere to sit, and that's too bad. It's always nice to sit on a park bench and just kind of enjoy the view. So for economic impacts of this development, they're still a little fuzzy, because right now if you drive by, nothing has really been done besides signs going up. We're still many, many years out from this, completing and really being a thing. But they are saying they're going to add over $20 million in improvements to the existing light industrial buildings, and they anticipate adding 2,000 jobs based off of the homes and the industrial and retail buildings that they add to this area. So that's exciting. 2,000 jobs is a lot of jobs, and we're going to need more houses for those people as well. GDP that's going to be added to the area because of this development is currently unknown, but I'd be curious to know that when it comes out. Let's talk about housing options. Obviously, housing is what I do for a living. I'm a realtor, by the way. Reach out to us if you're thinking about moving to the area. We'd love to serve you. Text us, DM us on Instagram, email us, all that info's down below. I'm excited for the housing options they're gonna have here because it's gonna be something different than we currently have in this area. It's always nice to have a variety of options. So they're gonna have single family homes, and based off the renderings of the single family homes as they are now, They're gonna be kind of a P&W modern aesthetic, and they're gonna be closer together, and they're gonna be backload garages. So your garage is not gonna be in the front, it's gonna be in the back in an alley. This is probably not a good place for you to live if you want a lot of land and you wanna be far away from your neighbors. But it's gonna be a great spot if you wanna walk to dining and you wanna walk to your friend's house. And they're also planning on doing townhomes. That's when you share a wall with your neighbor. And then of course they're gonna be doing apartments and maybe some condos as well for sale. So it's gonna be more of a high density neighborhood. That was always the intent with it. Honestly, that's the way development in this area is going anyways. So it's gonna be great for people that want to live in a 20-minute community. Last bucket I wanted to talk about was the timeline of the development. The timeline is still pretty unknown, to be honest. All that's done right now is there's signs on the perimeter of the property, and they've got a website up which is very informative with marketing, and they've made a brand for the development. Just down the street, about 4 or 5 minutes, is the Columbia Palisades development, and that's been going for at least 5 or 6 years now, and honestly it looks like nothing's been done. These developments are a ton of work, a ton of money, just an insane amount of money, insane amount of people needed to make it work. And the Columbia Palisades development is still 5 to 8 years from being at least somewhat full and close to done. So there we are already in 10 to 12 years. I'd anticipate at least 10 years on the Vancouver Innovation Center to be fully complete as well. We're gonna have the links down below for the Vancouver Innovation Center website. It has renderings, it has more information if you're curious. Of course, as time goes on, more information will come out. Things always change in these developments as, you know, the local jurisdictions approve and disapprove of the things that the developers want to do. Overall, I'm excited for this development. It's in a great spot in town in Fisher's Landing, and I think it's going to add something new to the area. Thanks for watching, and if you're thinking about moving to the area, please reach out to myself and my team at Dubyne Realty Group. We would love to serve you. Connect with us on Instagram at Hannah Dubyne. I post lots of different things on there that I don't post here on YouTube about kind of daily life and you know, what real estate and my life is like here in Vancouver and Camas, Washington. And we thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.